right now they've got Disruption, they've got Astral.
Very
but
good point.
both of those set up really nicely for Pit from the Underlord and then a Pit into the Nether Toxin. So it's almost like a save that kind of works for Virtus Pro to some extent. And
yeah, that's an interesting angle on the Underlord. Just it's a counter to the counter of like OD Ags and Shadow Demon with the constant disruptions. Just go, all right, cool. Yeah, I got a Pit of Malice ready and waiting for you. No problem. I guess
I do really like this OD
pick.
Yeah, and even sets up your Shadow Demon a little bit for the poisons because you slow them down, so easier to hit. I kind of like it. Skylark should have a bit of a better game than last time, not getting ganked right off the bat. But melee against Troll is never the easiest. I think that Kuman should farm, Skylark should farm. That's going to favor the Troll in the long run.
Yeah, definitely. But as you mentioned, this doesn't quite feel like that suicide role that we were talking about. This feels like, you know, a real position 3. Skylark's able to have a presence, knocks off that clarity. That feels good for sure. Rotation mid. Here we go. Zayetz blocks out Bora, and this will be an easy kill for no one. There it is. Zayetz, the good support that he is, had the opportunity to take it there. You saw him try that swing. 3-1-4, little pie action going the way of no one. Certainly a good omen in my book. And now an invisible Zayetz. Skylark blocked in. Oh, no. Gets the fissure on 2. This was dirty. They walk right into the tree line. Zayetz finds the angles, and Skylark will actually live thanks to the Purifying Flames heal. Not quite enough damage.
Essentially dead, though, as he's at half health with no regen left. Just an Oov and a Magic Stick. He's sending out boots. He doesn't even send out any regen. He's going to have to rely on Lil.
Another great block out. A little more damage. The cookie from Lil. That's a nice counter. Katarina, the one that resets and just jumps on people. For some reason, he reminds me of her a little bit. I get flashbacks to my League days, dude. It's bad. I can't touch him.
Yeah, he's kind of like Ember Spirit, but slightly better at the moment in terms of what he does.
Yeah. He is fun to watch. From a caster perspective, I actually don't really mind him. But he's just that classic, you know, blast cannon. If you have control, he's kind of easy to shut down. Solo up top. They trade, Skylark and Solo. Skylark does get that kill first. And now Lil in kind of an odd position here. Does have a couple of stick charges. TP out.
Root.
Not going to be there. Okay.
Yeah, he's got a bit of space now, as well as Bristleback is now alone.
Yeah.
Shadow Demon rotating mid to help out this OD who's suffering pretty heavily against the Viper.
It's a good news for aggressive mode, though. We'll see this disruption here on Shadow Demon. He'll maybe survive this. Trying to find a spot in the trees. Does get into some fog. And now Solo on the run. He should be okay as well.
A bit like Deja Vu. We've got Resolution on a hero who really just kind of needs to exist to have impact. And then on the other side, you've got Skylark, who desperately needs to have a big game.
Yep, and Shadow Demon just gets destroyed. That's the 3rd kill of the game now for Kuman. And you're right. And even, you know, Skylark, he's struggling again. It's better than last game, yeah. And they'll see Skylark kind of rotate over. Now, I know Skylark has a tattoo of Beastmaster, but that doesn't mean every game is a Beastmaster.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that it's necessarily Beastmaster meta either.
Yeah. Down bottom, Rezo. Oh my gosh, those quills, they hurt so much when he's got a few stacks of the nasal goo there, but he's good. Big TP rotation. Items.
Skylark.
Skylark? He's not even level 6. And they know it because look at that ward. It's got 8 seconds left. What a perfect rotation from Virtus Pro.
Yeah, really nice. They give away that there's a ward there, but it's about to despawn. Zayet's put that down. on his initial rotation to the top lane.
Area, like, guys, they've got a ward here. So now the mind games are on. They're either going to try to de-ward or avoid that area. There isn't even a ward there. But now level 6. I think he might have actually gotten the tome as Skylark comes back, does set it up onto Zayet's. They burn the big OD ulti for it, though, as Resolution tries to chase down Skylark. Needs one more. We'll have that soul ring in a second. Meanwhile, on the other side, Bora gets brought down. Skeeter coming in to join the party. No one does have that nether toxin, so they've got to break. And he's falling quick. Does get saved by the disruption, but it won't be enough as he gets brought down. Skylark does fall in the end, and it's a 3-0 aggressive mode. Falling apart quick. Spartan not going to have a disruption for himself. They do lose Kuman. Lil juices him in the front line. They also get a kill onto no one. Holy damage coming out of this Snapfire. She is going to live as Rezo TP's out, and a buyback was used. He's working on a Force Staff. That'll help, but to me, he feels like Sanity's Eclipse, and that's about it. If this is on cooldown, their ability to find kills at this stage is pretty delicate. Skeeter solo down bottom, but Resolution going to try to help him out. There will be some rotations from both sides. The Cookie almost brings down Solo, but he's going to survive. Even pops the ulti on himself. Now they want to chase down Skeeter. Everyone from VP has joined this party. No one taking a lot of damage from the Snapfire. The Mortimer Kisses bring him down. The damage is unreal as now Zayet's maybe in a little bit too deep. Skeeter caught inside of the pit, but Cookie, it's right there. These Cookies, they're countering everything. Skylark comes in. That's going to be a Primal Roar broken up by Zayet's. Kuman in a little bit of trouble here, but Blind maybe helping him out. A Banish, ooh, brought down by Spartan. Big damage.
All right.
Definitely not the play to force that when he's so close to his first item. That's a break point you want to fight around, you know?
Yeah, speaking of...
one again, initiation mid. Sanity's Eclipse sets it up. No one. Back-to-back deaths. He's trying to go for this Maelstrom build and a little bit greedier. Of course, a farming tool, so can't really fault him there, but engagements. Feels like a pretty useful tool against the Mortimer Kisses.
Yeah, definitely. I really like that smoke play by Spartan, though. They recognize that Virtus Pros kind of had this pattern of they take a fight, and then they all three cores split up, and they go farm. And so he smokes mid, sets up for the OD, and suddenly we have a bit of momentum, finally, for aggressive mode.
Pops a Desperation Primal Roar there. Doesn't yield much. And up top, Skeeter does finish off that. Also just a great item on Troll. I think Shadowblade is surprisingly good on Troll because he's so positioning reliant. Lets you start off fights wherever you want, kind of catch people off guard. Big fan.
Yeah, definitely. He also has such high movement speed, it helps him take advantage of that.
Mid lane now, a lot of pressure onto no one. Oracle there with the save. Maybe a turn onto Skeeter. Cookie gonna save Lil, at least for now. Kuman going in pretty far. There is no false promise. He needs to be a little cautious here. 3 stacks of poison. And both sides gonna opt to reset a little bit.
I love Dota in the current meta. 10 heroes mid, 15 minutes into the game. Nobody farming, everybody just brawling.
Yeah.
We've come a long way.
A bold play from aggressive mode, though. They walk into the Roche pit at 16 minutes, and with the Bristle, they can kill it pretty darn quick. He's also got the Medallion. That helps. And Dire, they were positioned to contest this, but they make a break for the bottom lane, and this will go down uncontested. Radiant
sort of initiation. I wonder if Skylark does go for this Blink now, or whether he's just going to go standard Necrobook.
Kind of a scattered fight. They don't have Lil. He TP'd to that tier 1. Perfect time for VP to jump in and take a fight. No one getting pretty low. Stands his ground as long as he can. And that'll be the end of the Aegis. Now they get the Beastmaster also. Grammy's here, but her teammates are down. They're looking for another kill onto Skeeter. Limited on break, though, without the Viper, and it's a tall order. They make the call just to back it on up. BKB still in progress for Kuman. A 1 for 2. And a favorable exchange for VP as they also get that Aegis once again.
Yeah, not the best use of an Aegis I've ever seen. Heater.
For Virtus Pro. You see a Dark Rift down bottom. They want to make a play onto Skeeter. All 5 of VP down here. They'll find Skylark instead.
He's caught.
Will the follow-up be there? Defensive disruption. And yeah, they do not want to take this fight. Aggressive, just let it go. All right.
That was like 4 roots from Pit of Malice. The disruption basically just setting him up to get stunned yet again.
Yeah. It's funny how there are so many counterplays here. You've got the disruption and Astral, but then you've got the Pit and the Earthshaker, but then there's also the Grandma with the cookies who kind of counters that. So it really goes back and forth. They will find Zayats, and the Mortimer Kiss is not quite enough. Nice save from Solo, and now they're going to have to back up. Aggressive mode, not able to find those kills. It's a 4v5. Zayats with a dunk does catch Spartan. It's Bora on the run up top, and that's where VP are focusing most of their attention. Mech used by Lil won't be enough to save him. This spread out fight not benefiting aggressive mode right now. Now Bristleback can be isolated from his team. Beautiful Pit of Malice. Cookies pushing him further away, but the damage is there. The break is so damning. BKB from Kuman charging forward. Needs to be a little bit careful. Oh, Kuman. That was brave.
It was something. I think that the fact that you take your most farmed hero and you lose control of it in the middle of team fights is potentially one of the worst mechanics you could have as a carry player. But
it's weird.
It seems to be loved by pros across the board.
Oh, big moment here. Buyback from the Bristle. Now, it was a 1 for 2, and they do get no one. But remember, it was OD and Bristle that went down, and Bristle has bought back. And as the position 1, this is pretty costly. Kill on no one definitely helps. They save their... No, the tier 1 still falls mid. And they're looking for another tier 1 tower kill the other way. Not really in a position to defend. VP probably going to let this go. There is a TP coming in from Kuman, though. Maybe looking to pick off a straggler. Rod of Atos. Follow-up Pit connects on 2.
Nice fissure, too.
Do they have the damage, though? Aggressive mode are going to turn and try to take this fight. BKB from Kuman. Now turning to focus onto Lil. He'll play Sacrificial Lamb. He dies, and the rest of the team makes
enforcing plays. They know they're on a timer, and they're trying to make something happen, especially with this buyback.
Well, with BKB on cooldown, they've got the right idea to jump onto Kuman. They'll bring him down. Easy kill there. It's kind of working. It's an unexpected play, and they do still have the Sanities Eclipse, so I see why they're trying to make it work.
They're going to check Roche. Not up yet. They need to get more out of this. It feels like they should just start running at these towers. Echo Slam is currently up for Zayats, so we might see something popping off here.
Maybe a kill on Solo. Pops the false promise. Going to try to live as long as possible. Teammates nearby, but yeah, he is certainly going to pop here. Off enough right clicks and finds an ultimate on a couple of heroes. Troll needs to be so careful with his positioning. Fight gonna break out though. There's the BKB. They find
early.
Solo, or Spartan rather. It's a nice pick. And now off to Roche. No buyback available on the Shadow Demon.
Ooh, this feels like aggressive mode need to contest this.
Scary though. Roche falling reasonably quick, down to about half HP. Aggressive mode moving into the pit. Virtus Pro backing up, I guess, trying to push out bottom. Pings are coming. Roche down pretty low. VP still positioning like they want to contest this. And aggressive mode also not really committing to the pit. The game of chicken will ensue. Underlord kind of breaking things up a little. They use the cookie onto Skeeter. Now Kuman in onto Skylark. There's an Astral. Very slow to commit. BKB from Kuman. Not going to find much with it, though.
That's a big deal, actually.
VP might just need to back out here. That was his 7-second charge. Still the 10-second ready for no one, so he might have to double as the frontliner.
The weird thing, though, is I feel like VP can still contest because they have this Underlord. They've got the Echo Slam still waiting in the wings. Neither team feeling comfortable taking this Roche.
Understandably so. feel like we're watching Frogger right now. Both sides
dodging traffic,
continuing to poke. Force stabs coming in handy. No one forced to pop the BKB. Now aggressive mode, looking to disengage. I feel like no one really needs a force staff.
They need some form of utility or save on top of this Oracle.
And there's the setup onto Solo. Big kill onto the Oracle. Instant buyback. He still has that ulti. BKB back from Kuman. They want Skylark, but the Astral's there. They get the stun, but force staff down. Aggressive mode, just have the utility right now that VP can't match. The hammer comes, no kill. Skylark actually the first to fall, but no one does go down. Buybacks used on both sides. Both teams
Troll nullified.
know how important this Roche is. Bora no longer has the BKB. Kuman low, he's going to fall. It could cost their OD. The force staff doesn't bring him down. Now Pit onto Lil. He's going to go down next. VP starting to overwhelm them. OD is the big threat, and he does not have buyback. 40 gold short. That's a heartbreaker. Pick up a bounty, and he's going to have it. There it is.
One. At this point, VP probably needs to play it very carefully. They're just going to try and force aggressive mode out.
If they can hold on for 30 seconds, this will give them a big edge. Troll maintaining his buyback, but OD burning it. That will tip the buyback advantage into VP's favor, and it looks like they are. Smoke from VP in the mid. Who are they going to find? Shadow Demon with the force staff.
Skeeter's cut off from his team at the moment.
So they got a force staff on Lil. They've got a Hurricane Pike on the OD, and they have a force staff on Shadow Demon. 3 force stabs plus the cookie.
Yeah, it's a lot of mobility. I really like this. I'd say that gives aggressive mode.
Beastmaster's hitting for 2.
They see the split up.
So mid lane, oh, Rezo. They do get Lil, but Rezo's looking for the TP out. He makes it solo. He's probably going to get left behind.
77 seconds, no buyback. This is a pretty big opportunity. And they go right into the pit.
It is a 4v4. Buyback available on the Snapfire. And there you go. Lil uses it. Set up onto Rezo. Primal Roar. This would be a big kill, and they've got it. Instant buyback there. VP need to be a little careful. They're shedding these one at a time. Kuman has a BKB, and he is going to be forced to use it, I'm sure. Pops the ult.
Nice.
This is scary. No, doesn't use the BKB. Okay, Troll's dead. Has a buy. VP, one at a time. Not like this. They need to get it together and start taking these fights as a crew. Luckily, Troll has the buyback, but I think this is going to...
Kuman is going to get found here.
Skeeter hopping all over the place. Kuman pops the BKB. TP. He's good. A little scary that your position 1 is just using that BKB to... Not too bad for VP. And no one... He does have that Dragon Lance. So it looks like it will be a Hurricane Pike.
He BKBs. No TP yet. Doesn't have it for 7 seconds. Uh-oh. He's actually going to get found here.
Oh my gosh. What was that? I mean, Beastmaster was nearby anyway, so...
Hero's chasing him. It's going to allow Resolution to take top tier 1 very easily.
He straight uked him. That is the definition of space created. Now no one in some trouble. Bashed. Oracle nearby. Maybe it's Skeeter that's in trouble. He ran pretty far ahead of his team. There's Break. He has the BKB. No one will use his. It's a 5v5 now. BKB used by Kuman. There is a cheese available on the Bristle. Dunk from Zayet. Maybe sets it up. BKB from Bora still available. But they do get out. Good use of the Dark Rift.
No one.
No one. Force staff saves him. Now OD in deep. Still has the BKB. Cookies. Force staff again. Another route though. Bora trying to hold this BKB down to about 50% HP. Magic immunity pretty much gone for both sides. Zayats gets sniffed out as he tries to move into the tree line. Does get the Glimmer Cape. VP have tremendous high ground defense with this lineup. They'll go in onto the Bristle.
The kite is so real.
The kite is real, but the kite doesn't really...
I don't really know exactly what is going to break that open other than a massive mistake from either team.
Yeah, a solo catch. Because right now, VP are playing with fire a little bit. They're doing a great job pushing these lanes out, but it is high-risk behavior. Exactly like this. The solo Underlord, BKB, not going to use it. And there is going to be a buyback available on Rezo. But, oh my gosh, he's already got a 110-second death timer. Those are the plays they need to make to get to the high ground.
Yeah, no buyback on this Viper for 3 minutes. Gonna BKB bash. Nope.
The amount of mobility is...
Right-click build starting to kind of ramp up here for no one. He's got the leveler as well as a butterfly queued up. Perhaps even finished. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, big setup. Skylark with a great Primal Roar onto solo. Buyback there. Now a spread out fight. Kuman trying to find a target. Zayats looking to set up onto Spartan for him. Kuman going to go to work. They'll get the kill there. But on the backside, no one up against the world. He'll get brought down. No buyback on him. So this will whittle down to a 4v5. Rezo looking for the escape. He makes it.
I'll be creeping while you are sleeping.
Another. Yeah. Yeah. That is disgusting, actually.
Do they have any charges of repair kit left?
Rezo. Rezo. Get that ulti off. Okay, he gets off the BKB, but he still might go down here. Dark Rift. Here it goes.
So
they don't have
tanky.
the damage. He's just too much of a big boy.
Oh, they've caught actually Boronija in the mid lane.
Bora's okay. Now Skeeter goes in, but again, that break is there, and he's going to evaporate. Holds the BKB. Hex onto Zayats. How's this fight going to go? Radiant right behind Skeeter, but he's falling quick. They give him the cookie. Got the cheese now, and they will keep him alive. Outpost XP goes the way of the Radiant. They've got both. VP completely stuck in their own base. The OD ult comes out. Whoa, that doesn't do enough. What was that?
He had no charges. 0 charges of
What
sanity.
was that? Are VP going to capitalize off this? That's a huge part of their damage on the Radiant. Zayats does get the false promise. Skeeter jumps in again, feeling confident with the BKB. He is doing a lot of damage and kind of breaking up this fight. They're trying to grab a target. It's the OD. His BKB is still on cooldown, and they're going to find him. VP did lose no one, and it looks like they might also lose solo. Skylark and Skeeter chase him down, but now they want Skeeter. Buyback from no one. It's a really sloppy fight, but Skeeter is going to go down. Kuman also falls to the wrath of Lil. They die almost simultaneously. TP from Lil is successful. We're going to look at the recap, but I think that was a pretty even fight. Both sides lost big cores. I'm sure the getaway. It's keeping them in this game. I mean, they still have all their tier 3 towers, obviously all their barracks. VP are hanging on. I think this is rough, obviously, and OD is going to keep on scaling, but as long as they've got all 3 barracks, I think they've got a chance, and this could be big if they find a kill onto no one. BKB, TP, great fissure. Stops Skylark mid-animation, and that does ensure the survival. Now Rezo.
He does have buyback.
Does not have the ulti, and Primal Roar with the Mortimer Kisses. There's the BKB on the run. Damn, Rezo's big. 4K.
Looking for a play here. Trying to catch aggressive mode unawares. They're going to find Lil.
Oh, Lil is a big pick. Remember, he is 2 of the Force Stabs and also has a Scythe. Lil is a huge part of this team. Almost feels like a core at this point.
Yeah, everything. Status resistance against the Roar and all of these scythes. Definitely very important.
Yeah, I love it. And just the reset with the lifesteal, especially with all that attack speed. It might not make a difference here. Okay, well.
Well, if he's completely away from his team. That is a very, very poor positioning mistake.
2 minutes of no Viper, and now Oracle's going to be in trouble. Does pop that false promise, but I don't think he's going to live through this. And VP, all of a sudden, in a pretty tough situation. Oracle does have that buyback. We'll be able to use it if needed.
Roche is up, though, so aggressive mode. They're going to back off.
This is Roche 4.
He's got everything. Imagine the Ags goes to OD this time.
I don't know. Bristles is pretty good, too. The AoE goo, it makes the hero completely mindless. You're just spamming. Yeah. Critical mass is arriving. And there's that buyback from Oracle. Right up.
Seconds left on the Viper.
Right up the high ground we go. 20k net worth lead for aggressive mode. Lotus Orb, okay. 40 seconds till no one's up. VP just trying to make time. Or buy time, rather. So get a catch down bottom. Spartan could be a big kill, but Force Staff, BKB used. Kuman trying to commit, and he will find the kill. Now on the back line, Solo just barely lives. Skylark forced to kind of turn tail. Quick pick is nice for VP, but they'll need a little more. Hex on Troll. They don't find the kill with the Sanities.
Oh, he's gonna
now
live.
Skeeter in trouble. He's going to lose the Aegis. Oh, this is bad for aggressive. They're going in too deep. They get this kill onto Kuman, but he's got a buyback, and the Viper's up in 5. The Refresher Shard has been used. That's OD's second BKB. Does have another Sanities, and now it's a 5v4. No buyback on this Shadow Demon, and aggressive mode are finding themselves on the back foot. BKB still available. VP not pursuing too far. Being cautious, as they should, but they hold.
They finally see the tier 5s? I still have never seen them.
Well, here you go. Another fight breaks out onto no one, but this time you can feel the status resistance. He pops the BKB, wants to go in onto Bora. 4 stabs, magic immunity all over. Hex does come out, but Bora eats a cheese. This is all he's got. BKB down for 10. Another defensive Astral. He's buying a lot of time, but he's isolated. Great stun from Zayets. They're trying to finish him off before he can get off that next Astral, but now the BKB. This is going to be a tough kill to find. Troll gets the dash, and they've found it. Buyback is available on the OD. Holding it for now is now they found Skeeter. It's Skeeter versus 5, and there will be no hope to survive. VP not only hold on, but reclaim some footing in this game. The spoils from Roche now spent. Lil with the spider legs. They're looking for a gank. Solo, oh, just barely. Does have a false promise here. He'll be forced to use it. Solo does not have a buyback. This is a huge pick. And there's no way he survives.
Kuman, go hit some creeps. They need items. Oh, there's one. Book of the Dead.
Okay, Book of the Dead. What do we got here? Summons 2 sets of level 3 Necro units. I have actually not seen this one before. We cruise in. Bristle doing a lot of damage to Roche, but still so afraid. I mean, both teams have such great Roshan lineups.
Yeah, but Kuman, he had to go back and defend this double catapult wave, so he's not in position at all.
Yep, it is probably going to go the way of aggressive mode. And there it is. Oh no, Rezo. That's not the play. He just walks down. Hex into stun. Force stab to the high ground. That'll save him. Great support play from Zayets. Aegis in the hands of Bora. BKB used by Skylark.
Roar.
Front line looking for a target. Dark Rift used. Rezo just trying to make some space. He'll be fine. So who got the synth this time?
On Beastmaster, so double Roar is available, as well as double Bloodthorn.
Ooh, double Bloodthorn is scary, but bottom lane, they're going to set up onto Skeeter. They sniff him out solo. He hangs onto the cheese, but they combo him down. That is a huge pickoff. See a line drawn at the base. Just seeing how this game is played out. Oh, that would have been so valuable. Skeeter again. Look at this crafty player on the Dark Rift. They got him. Looking for more. Solo. Find Grammy. Lil isolated from the team. TP out. Kuman.
Instant bash.
See you later. Alligator. So that's 2 down. VP back the Book of the Dead.
They found Solo.
And Spartan get the TP in. No, they cancel it actually. The level 2 BOTs. And they're just going to let Spartan die. Thought it was a free pick on Solo, but they go back the other way, and now Spartan's down. Buyback is available. And this Bristleback up in about 10 seconds, but VP whittling their way into an advantage. Hex, now they go in onto Bora, Force Staff, buyback from Spartan.
Aegis is reclaimed, so no longer that.
Ooh, I'll hold that thought. Maybe a fight going to break out here, Bora. A few right clicks. False Promise does come out. Rizzo misses the pit, but they still jump in. Defensive Astral. All 10 heroes grouped up here, but Skylark taking big damage. Disrupted and cookied back. Now his BKB's deployed. Skeeter in pretty deep. Kuman needs to be somewhat careful. He's taking a lot of damage here. He's hexed. He's hexed. He gets off the ultimate. Kuman still alive somehow. Skylark now buys back. Spartan falls. They do end up bringing down the troll. Skeeter doing a lot of damage in this backline. Bora with the BKB on. It's a big hammer. It connects on 3. The triple kill from Bora. Outworld Devourer has arrived, and he's got the big damage. They're trying to reinforce, though. VP are all in. B buybacks. TP's in. They need to find these kills. If they die here, this game could end. Aggressive mode with their buybacks. They don't have Spartan. They're at the disadvantage. Bora does not have the ultimate, but he's in the back line. He's trying to right-click. All of them sustaining. This Viper's still alive. The Satanic's there. Kuman finds him in the trees. They don't have that second reset with the disruption. Now Lil falls. It's looking dark for aggressive mode, and Bora's down. That's going to be it. It's Virtus Pro that clean it up. They do lose 2 to the Bristleback, but they bring them all down and have salvaged themselves a fighting chance in this game at 73 minutes. He runs out of the base, and he is going to try to make a god-tier play. He is level 30. I doubt he'll be able to do it, but let's see. He gets hexed up behind the tower, and he's dead. Okay, well, and that's going to be game. Skeeter will go ahead and just disconnect immediately, and after 75 minutes of gameplay, Virtus Pro will take the series 2-0. It looked like a game they might be able to run away with, but in the end,